So, I wrote a book back in October of 2025, right? And it was for tax liens. And the reason I wrote it is because I don't think that the average person understands real estate in a lot of ways that I do, but just in general, right? Like even the way that they purchase homes. Like if I can go back and start all over again, I would not have purchased my first home. I would have done things so freaking differently. And so, with that being said, I'm like, let me jump back into tax liens so I can really teach the people how to buy intelligently. And I'm like, but I want to do a little more than that, right? I want to really get in there. So I decided to write a book. And I didn't want to just write a book on one particular thing. I wanted to write a book on all of my real estate experiences, from mortgages to being a real estate agent to buying to selling, because I just think that you guys aren't educated, and even if you are, it's usually just in one area, right? So I wanted a reference book, almost like a real estate dictionary, where no matter where you are in the process, you'll always be at some point on one side or the other, right? If you're an investor, you're going to be a buyer. One day you're going to be a seller. If you're a seller, maybe one day you might be an investor, or you may want to build out some type of legacy property. So I write this book, and I started having anxiety around it. Like, is it good enough? Like, did you really do your thing? Did you really do what you're supposed to do? Child, let me tell you, people bought the book and they started getting pissed off at me. And I didn't know what to do because my anxiety had me so stuck. So what I do in December, I freaking rewrote it. I rewrote the book, y'all. And I know people don't believe me, but I did. Because I'm like, oh, it's not deep enough. And I swear, it was like, I would log on the internet and every other day, it just seemed like somebody was sharing some information that I was like, oh, that got to be in there. And that got, oh, I got to put that in. And not good. Here's the book. This is the book. And I called it, I know it's probably backwards, y'all, but the Big Book of Real Estate, right? And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, this looks amazing. This is my first time seeing it. This is my first time seeing it. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me calm down. I'm really ecstatic because I, for one, accomplished something on my own. I did everything for this book. I designed it from the hooter to the tutor. I'm looking, look, y'all get to look at it for the first time with me. It looks so good. It looks so good. And oh my God. I wrote it here for every woman who was told real estate was too complicated, too risky, and not for her. This book is your proof that it is, because y'all already know I wrote it for the girls. Let's see, the American Dream or American Track. All right, I know I'm boring y'all, but can I just read, like, I just want to read like a little bit of the, it looks so good. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm fanning out. I'm fanning out. The book is incredible. I read it and reread it over and over again. It may be some typos in there, y'all. It may not even be perfect, but you know, cut your girl some slack. So this is chapter 1. I just worked really hard on it, and I just couldn't stop. I had to force myself to stop the perfectionism in me and the anxiety and everything. I just couldn't send it out. I couldn't, for whatever reason. It was just sitting on my desk. I just couldn't. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send it to the editor to, you know, get the formatting done, and then it sat for another 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks turned to 4 weeks, and I was like, oh my God, girl, get it out. Okay, so let me read just the first paragraph. Can I share this with y'all? I wrote this book because I needed it 20 years ago and it did not exist. When I purchased my first home in Bay Point, California at the age of 24, nobody handed me a manual explaining to me what I was signing up for and how the system really worked and what could go wrong and when I did everything right. I figured out the hard way through trial and error and through financial devastation and through a career spent watching others make the same preventable mistakes. This book is the manual I wish someone had given me before I signed that first set of closing documents. You know, and I have processes in here. I have a system in here that shows you how you can buy a home, and instead of putting 20% down on the home, I show you a strategic way that you could take that same 20% and actually make money off of your home. I swear, y'all, I went in on this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look, I'm already seeing things, mistake. I'm gonna calm down, because if I'll point out every little nuance, every little, oh, this header isn't here, but this is amazing. so proud of myself. All right, y'all. So the other thing that I finished and worked on was a tax lien course, and I'm going to be dropping. I was supposed to drop it February 1st. Again, I was stuck. I was supposed to drop it February 1st. I finished that, and this everything was done last year, y'all. It's freaking March. I don't know. Like, this ain't my first course. This ain't my first rodeo, but here we are. But I am so happy and I'm so proud. Big Book of Real Estate. Okay, that's all I want to say. I just want to share that with y'all.